Hello, guys. I don't know. I fell off the planet of the Earth. I'm going to share with you guys Hazel because I know you guys haven't seen her in a while. Right, Hazel Ronnie? You happy Mama's home? Or are you just happy that I'm home now you could have your treat? We always give her a treat before we leave the house, but she never eats it until we come back. Like, she will not eat anything. Like, not even just a treat, but she won't eat her food, no nothing when we're not home. So she just won't. I guess she's just like upset when we're not home, and she just chills here on the couch. This is her favorite spot. Right here on this little couch area. That's her favorite, right, Hazel? That's your favorite. Is this your favorite spot on the couch? Tell everybody, is this your favorite? You're just busy chewing your bone. Okay, can I have a kiss? Okay, I love you. Anyway, guys, tomorrow I have a makeup Mother's Day brunch. So I have a bunch of stuff I need to prepare tonight, including like my sourdough waffles. I did make sourdough sandwich bread, so that is right here. I'm going to be using that for French toast and some tea sandwiches. And yeah, so I'm going to make waffles. But it's like I'm going to do the overnight fermentation instead of like the same day one. So I'm just going to prepare everything tonight, have it ferment, and then cook it in the morning tomorrow. And the other thing, I got to see if I could order chocolate chips that could be here at 7 a.m. from Amazon because I ran out of chocolate chips, and I like to get the 5-pound bag from Amazon so it lasts me a while, and especially because like I've been adding them to... Like, I've been making a lot of chocolate chip cookies lately also, so the 5-pound semi-sweet chocolate chips sounds fantastic. Yeah, right now, can't believe it. It's been a while since I had to order it. So it's not a 5-pound bag. It's a 4.5-pound bag, and let's see the last time that I ordered it. So the last time I ordered... It doesn't tell me, but it wouldn't be here until Tuesday. And I need this thing at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so I gotta keep looking. All right, that's not gonna work, guys. You know what? I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow at 7 a.m., so maybe I could go to Target right after and get some chocolate chips because I don't even know if I have enough for my waffles tomorrow. So I hope I have enough for my chocolate chip cookies that I also got to prepare tonight, my sourdough chocolate chip cookies. So I guess we shall see once I make that. But yeah, I'm gonna prepare stuff, and then I would really like to go upstairs and at least finish the bowl covers that I had started. All they need is a couple of stitches on each one, and then I just got to take some photos and list them. So I would like to get that done, but throughout the week I did everything else. Like I did the cutting of the fabric, I did the serging, then I did the other stitch, then I did the elastic, and now it's just the final stitch that I need. So yeah, I'm very confused by my starter. So I had fed it this morning 12 hours ago, thinking that when I get back my starter's kind of gonna like have fallen already and it would be like discard, so I could use it in a recipe. But like, this totally surprised me because it's still active and bubbly, and I don't know why, because the last time I did this, it was literally like flat by the time I got home, especially because it's been warmer. And then today it's still active and bubbly, so I don't quite understand. But I know for my recipe, I could use active starter or fed and bubbly starter, so it is fine. It was just surprising. So I got my bowl here. And right now I'm going to prepare my sourdough overnight waffles so that they have a chance to ferment. And I'm doing the recipe ×3. I will link it down below. It is from Pantry Mama blog. So I'll link it down below, but I need, to start off, I need 150 grams of starter. So that's 87. And let's kind of do like another batch like that. All right, well that's 163, but you know what? It's fine because it doesn't really matter. Actually, ideally I would do this let's do, let's do 200. Let's make this 4 times the batter, or 4 times the amount. I like to make my recipes in bulk, and even though I'm feeding more people tomorrow, I'm just gonna throw in the rest. It's gonna be like 230. It's fine. So even though I'm feeding like more people tomorrow than I normally do, I doubt we're gonna eat all of these waffles. So I could just freeze the rest for me anyway. I ran out of one of my bags in the freezer, so I'm only down to 1, so I could always use some more. Especially because I eat 2 waffles for breakfast every day, so that's completely fine with me. All right, so that is my starter. All right, next up is milk. So I'm gonna be doing 360 grams of my raw milk. That is 180, and I got some more right here. And you know what? I definitely wanna make myself I think an iced coffee today, actually. I was gonna say matcha latte, but I'm thinking iced coffee. So 360 grams of this, and I know you guys are probably worried, like, how am I leaving this overnight? But with the fermentation process, the milk won't spoil. And that's 374 grams, but you know what, guys? It is fine. It's all good. It's fine. I've been doing a lot of, like, improvising lately with recipes, so it's fine. All right, flour. I need 400 grams of flour because, again, I am doing this times 4. So 400. And then I also need some sugar. Yeah, it says starter, milk, flour, and sugar. And then we're just going to leave that overnight. So for the sugar, the recipe says 50 grams of sugar for the 1 batch. I'm doing times 4, which means I would need 200 grams of sugar, but I'm only gonna do 150. I always kind of cut down on the sugar in here. I don't feel like it needs all of that sugar, so I'm gonna do 150, so 50 grams less than what the recipe is actually telling me to do. Okay, and now I'm just gonna mix that all together, and then we got a happy batter that will be for the next morning. And then tomorrow all I gotta do is add a couple of eggs, some melted butter, salt, and baking powder. But this is like a super duper easy recipe. And she does, so the Pantry Mama, where I got this recipe from, she does also have a no-weight sourdough waffles recipe that you can make right then and there. I like to do the long fermented process. It works better for me, so that's what I usually do, the long fermented, because I want to ferment my grains. But you totally don't have to. She's got another version using sourdough, where you don't have to ferment them and you don't have to leave them overnight. Alright guys, I didn't have any bowl cover for this, so I went into my fridge. I have some loaves of bread. I have 4 in my fridge that need to be baked. It's been more than the 3 days that they should have been in there, but you know what, we're gonna go for it anyway, and hopefully it bakes just fine. The top does feel a little crunchier than I would have liked. Like if you put this into like your fridge, I wet this so that the top stays moist, but obviously since it's been in there for quite some time, it kind of dried out. So, and I didn't go back to make it wet again, but it's fine. So anyway, this is gonna stay on the counter overnight throughout tomorrow morning until I get back from the chiropractor to make these waffles. So this is just gonna stay like that on the counter. This bread, we're gonna bake it. I have my oven preheating now, and we're gonna see how this turns out. And it's gonna be great. You know what? Let's just manifest that it's going to be fantastic. So I'm gonna do the 2 loaves of bread now, and then once these are done baking, I'll do probably the other 2. And if it is good, then my family could just like take a loaf home tomorrow or something. Like I said, it is a make-up Mother's Day brunch, so I guess it'll be fine if we decide to do that, and they could take some home. All right, so I'm going to flip this over, and this is gonna go in here. All right, so I got my bread. This other side is nice and soft. It's just the bottom, if you guys can hear that, but the top is nice and soft. So I'm going to add some flour. I think I'm gonna score it this way. All right, so I hope this loaf of bread turns out just fine, but I'm gonna put this aside. And now let's do this other one. So same idea here. The top is a little hard. I'm actually wondering if I could just like maybe add some water to it or something. Like maybe some water will moisten this up. I don't know, but we'll see. This side is always so nice. And usually I don't really have this problem because usually I bake it before the 3 days. Like I'm usually baking it next day, but this has been in there since Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I mean 4 days, but still. So this one, I'm going to do that traditional thing and we'll see if we get an ear. Probably not because I just broke that. But we'll try anyway. All right, so I don't know. We will go with that. We'll see what that turns out like. Okay, so in the meantime, I had that bowl cover that now fits onto my waffle mix, and now I need to make my chocolate chip cookies. Alright guys, for this next recipe, there's a lot going on for the cookies, so I am just going to link the recipe down below for you guys, and I'm just going to speed up this process. So I'm going to get started on that. You know what, guys? I decided I'm gonna make a double batch of the, actually, I don't know if I can. You know, let's see. I'm gonna try to do the chocolate chips. I don't know if I could do a double batch, but if I can, I will. Just because I feel like making these takes a little bit more effort than I would have liked, and I would love to make a double batch, but I just don't know if I have enough chocolate chips. All right, so this next part calls for cold cubed butter. I do not think I have enough chocolate chips, so we need 340 grams. Let's see. I have 274. All right, so these cookies may not be as chocolatey as I would have liked, but Yeah, especially because I've been adding a little bit more chocolate chips, and this one's gonna have like now very little because it's less than what I've been adding, but also even less than what the recipe has called for, so that's fun. But anyway, I'm going to put this into my mixer, and then we're going to mix everything together. Then we're going to add in the dry ingredients and then that starter ingredient mix. My babe and I have been like mopping these up, and he said they're really, really good, and he really enjoys them, so we've just been eating them a ton. And I've been bringing them to work and giving them to my friend at work also, so it's been fun. Are you hungry, Munchkin? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Is that why you've come into the kitchen off the couch? Yeah, I give you some food? Okay, I give you some food. What are you doing? You can't have chocolate chip cookies. I know you always want to, but these are not good for you. You know that? She always wants the chocolate chip cookies. But then again, she always just wants whatever we're eating. She's just so sweet like that. She wants to be part of everything. Alright guys, here we go with my bread, and hopefully it works just fine. I forgot about this. I gotta cover that up. But my bread is gonna go in here. So that's nice and hot. Alright, here is one loaf of bread. And the second loaf of bread. Cover that back up. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes. Okay, so for the chocolate chip cookies, they're getting a bowl cover, and these are gonna go into the fridge, and I will bake these tomorrow. They form much better when they are cold, so you don't have to do it like overnight for those. I just leave it in there, and especially when I make it like the double batch, I leave it in my fridge just like throughout the week, and I just kind of make them whenever we run out. So that has been like my thing that I've been doing. But yeah, you don't have to leave them in there overnight. It's just gotta wait for it to be cold. All right, so I'm heating up Hazel's food right now, and she loves cheese in her food, so I always add in some cheese. This is like shredded mozzarella cheese. I no longer buy pre-shredded cheese, so I shred my own, and I have more blocks I gotta shred up, but I will do that another day because I really want to go finish my bowl cover. So I'm just trying to like get everything done here and prepared, so that tomorrow I could just do all the baking kind of stuff. So all right, so I'm gonna throw in some cheese, and this is Hazel's homemade dog food. Here you go, little munchkin. Here's your food. Here you go. So I was sitting here writing out kind of like the recipe for the overnight waffles, because I'm always doing multiple batches, only to realize that I only added times 2 the amount of flour and only times 2 the amount of milk. So I actually need to add more. That's not the flour. That's not the batter. That's the chocolate chip cookies. So I need to actually add 400 more grams of flour and 360 more grams of milk. So my bad. Yep, definitely miscalculated that, but I'm glad I caught it before it was too late. So all right, we're gonna do 400 more grams. Honestly, I'm just so happy that I even sat down to do that and realized, because yeah, my waffles wouldn't have had turned out tomorrow, and I don't know what I would have done. So 360 more grams of this, and that's more like 380, but also fine, as long as I kind of have the right amount, because that wouldn't have been good at all. I don't know what that would have tasted like. Some of the recipe that I did was ×2, some was ×4. So now it's all ×4-ish. All right, so this is kind of done. It's halfway done. So that's what one loaf looks like. And here is the second one. So they're looking good. And yeah, so now it's just gonna need like another 20 or so minutes in there for the rest to fully cook, but so far we got halfway. Alexa, set timer for 23 minutes. All right, so 2 loaves of bread are done so far. Do you guys remember which one I did with like the water on the bottom? Because I don't know. Making myself a coconut iced coffee. So my iced coffee, the espresso pod, is coconut flavored. And then I also add in some coconut creamer, and then just some of my raw milk, and I just fill that up to the top, and it's like the most delicious iced coffee ever. It's so good, guys. Here's my bread, guys. It all looks fantastic. So I'm just gonna let these cool down overnight. And then tomorrow I could cut into some for breakfast, but I was also just gonna give my family a loaf to take home. I also just finished a load of laundry times, I guess, 2. I mean, one of them I did, and I folded the sheets, and I found a pair of socks, which I'm about to bring upstairs for Babe. And the other sheets are now in the dryer, and I gotta go to like upstairs, and I gotta figure out kind of like what other fabric I want to order, because I want to order some for the 4th of July. But then I also got to do a Target order because I do need the semi-sweet chocolate chips. I did add to the Costco list to get some next time we go to Costco, but I need like a small bag for tomorrow. And then I also need like some foaming bleach that I'm running out of, that the house cleaner like left for me to order more of, and Windex as well. So I got to get some of that stuff so that it's restocked for her when she comes in the next couple of weeks. And look at these beautiful flowers. Babe got these a couple of weeks ago for our 5-year dating anniversary. All right, guys, so that is everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog of me preparing all the goodies for tomorrow. I shall see you guys in the next vlog video. Talk to you soon. Bye.